Make sure you subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. And to never miss another lecture from Miracle, hit the bell icon to get regular updates on English literature.
Hello and welcome to Miracle, English Language and Literature Institute. I'm Professor Abha Sharma, and these days I'm doing poetry critical appreciation, and today I'm going to take up William Blake's very famous poem, London. William Blake, yes. He lived between the time period 1757 to 1827. He was a pre-romantic poet, that means the transitional poet, who was a contemporary of Gray, Collins, Cowper, Thomson. So he's the most complex and the controversial poet of the 18th century. He did not have much of formal schooling. He was a painter and poet, and he even joined Royal Academy. He has written two main collections as the Song of Innocence, which were published in 1789, and Songs of Experience, published in 1794. So his work is characterized by a spirit of revolt and questioning. See, these two, Innocence and Experience, are juxtaposed. They are two contrastive volumes of his thoughts, his questioning, his revolt. He had the ability to observe the unusual and pen down in the form of poetry. So let's take up London. So this was published in Songs of Experience. The poet says that modern civilization has made the life of a common man very hard, painful, and miserable. So he exposes the evils of the city life of London. He shows the ugly face in this poem of model civilization, taking account of the soldiers, of the harlots, of chimney sweepers and all. So Blake was an humanist. He attacks the society which is based on exploitation of poor and downtrodden section of the society. In spite of the comforts and luxuries in the life, people are not happy. They are bounded by so many shackles of woes, pains. They're exploited. People are corrupt, those who are in power. So he talks about all these things. Let's take the first stanza. I wander through each chartered street, near where the chartered Thames does flow, and mark in every face I meet marks of weakness, marks of woe. So in the very first stanza, he says that he's wandering in the street of London, which is situated on the bank of River Thames. He calls the street and river dirty. Chartered means dirty, as the street is full of rubbish. Rubbish not only physically, not only by dust. Rubbish means the people walking on the street are corrupted. They have got evil soul in them. That's why they have made this city and even the river dirty. So everyone seems to be in pain and sorrow, and their faces are pale as if they are going through terrible sufferings, marks of weakness, marks of woe. In every cry of every man, in every infant's cry of fear, in every voice, in every band, the mind-forged manacles I hear. So, he says that every man's voice, you will find a lot of pain and suffering. They're not at all happy. Even the newborn baby is not safe from the pains of this world. Even his cries, the baby's cries, are full of fear and pain. The bans and the proclamations made by these powerful people of the society, they make the rest of the innocent common man suffer. So the exploited and the fearful men are all shackled up. They are all in shackles. That means they're all chained up. They are not free. Their mental attitudes are not free at all. Mind forged manacles means their minds are all chained with all the responsibility, with poverty, with so many other things, and moreover, they are exploited by the powerful people. Next, how the chimney sweepers cry, every blackening church appals, and the hapless soldier's sigh runs in blood down uh, palace walls. So in this, he talks about the situation of child labor. Actually, it was later banned because all these social workers they brought the pain of these little people, little children, because they were made to work in such conditions where they used to get exhausted and even die. So he talks about the chimney sweepers. Chimneys are very narrow, and little children who could get inside the chimneys were supposed to clean the chimneys. So many times they got exhausted, claustrophobic, and died. So he's making people aware that don't be so rude, do not exploit these little souls. So, and then he says the churches have also turned pale with shame, corruption. He says that the soldiers of London, they are also bounded under the egos of the powerful men. They have to sacrifice their life just to satiate the ego of the king or the queen. They have to lay their life because they have to fight on behalf of their egos, their power. So they also become the victim of this corrupt system, runs in blood down palaces, or the kings are exploiting them, laying their lives. Next, but most through midnight streets I hear how the youthful harlots curse, blast the newborn infant's tear, and blights with plagues the marriage hearse. Here, the poet criticizes the social laws, which are responsible for the exploitation of the society. It has become the victim of physical diseases, also the social diseases which are bred in this society due to social injustice. So, he's given a complete scene of the prostitutes where they are made to work. They had to do such a shameful job. Still, they're not accepted by the society. Still, they have no right to marry or continue with their life in a respectful manner. So he says that the prostitution has destroyed many lives. The newly born babies who do not find their surroundings pleasant, the laws of marriage and other social life are so weak that they do not allow the harlots or the prostitutes to be a part of that society. So these harlots, they curse the society. That means the society is deteriorating because of the corruption, because of the unequal laws, because of the slavery prevailing there. So life of London is totally destroyed, or say has become corrupted. And the last line is also the same. And blights with plagues. Plagues means they're rebuking that the marriage laws, marriage versus the marriage laws, which do not allow the downtrodden people like harlots and all to marry. So overall, it shows the plight of the common man against the power, against the corruption, against the exploitation. So I hope you must have understood the poem. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Take care until I come with the next poem. Thank you.